Have you been hearing a lot about mindfulness lately? Maybe you've seen it on magazine covers, or at the airport bookstore, or you've heard about it from your kids' school. I wanted to put together this short video to give you a crash course on what mindfulness is and how it might help you. The first thing you need to know is that mindfulness is a simple, secular, scientifically validated exercise for your brain. Yep, that's right. Mindfulness is calisthenics for your brain. It's a simple activity you can do to keep your mind in good shape, just like you exercise to keep your heart in good shape. In the next 5 minutes from now, you will be able to claim that you know what mindfulness is and how to do it. To get us started, let's talk about why mindfulness matters. If you're like me, you have a voice in your head, an internal narrator that has you wanting stuff, avoiding stuff, judging people, comparing yourself to others, beating you up for not meeting your crazy high expectations of just about everything. Science has finally gotten sophisticated enough that it's starting to prove that practicing mindfulness can be an antidote for all of this. And I'm here to prove that you can totally do this. But before we jump in and try it out together, let me put your mind at rest that you don't have to do anything special to get started. You don't have to wear a special outfit, take a weird contortion, change your belief system, or learn a secret handshake. You can literally practice mindfulness anytime, anywhere. In your office, on a couch, in a chair, on the floor, sitting on an airplane, or even parked in your car. Ready to try it out for yourself? Let's do this. There are 3 steps. The first step is to sit comfortably. I like to do it with my eyes closed, but you don't have to if that doesn't work for you. Go ahead now and close your eyes if you're good with that, and then we'll talk about the next step. The second step is to focus your attention on something, like your breath. You can do this by noticing the sensations of your breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils, or by feeling the rise and the fall of your chest or belly as you breathe in and out. All you have to do is just feel the raw data of the inhale and the exhale, wherever it's most vivid for you. If focusing on your breath isn't your thing, then try paying attention to a sound, like the humming of the air conditioning or some other ambient sound. The third step is the biggie. As soon as you start to do this, your mind is going to go nuts and start throwing a whole bunch of distractions at you and try to convince you that you're better off spending your time doing something else. As soon as you notice this, you can get excited that you've just successfully practiced mindfulness. Go easy on yourself though, and don't worry about doing it right. All you have to do now is go back to where you were focusing your attention. When you get distracted again, it's totally cool. All you have to do is redirect your attention back to your breath or sound. Every time you start over, it's like a bicep curl for your brain. You don't have to worry about achieving some special state. Noticing when you get lost in thought over and over is the whole game. Okay, now you can open your eyes. It's over. Congratulations, you just successfully practiced mindfulness. If that felt hard, it's not you. Your mind isn't used to being directed like this. It's used to wandering and just doing its own thing. I do want to clear up a huge misnomer about doing this though. People often tell me that they are not very good at this mindfulness thing because they can't clear their minds. As far as I know, the mind is impossible to clear. Unless you're dead, which is not what we're going for here. Your mind is designed to think, and you have in the neighborhood of 70,000 thoughts a day, so you will never clear it. What you will start to notice with the regular practice is that your mind will start to settle and become calmer. Now, your next question may be, why is this worth all the trouble anyway? I think that there are 2 primary things that we're going for here. First, we're trying to develop our ability to focus, which in this modern day of technology and information overwhelm is really hard to do. Mindfulness literally builds our mental muscle of focus. The other thing it does is it helps us from getting yanked around by our thoughts, our impulses, and our urges and our emotions. and it helps us respond to the events going on around us instead of reacting all the time. If after all of this you're still skeptical, I get it. I was skeptical too. As a matter of fact, it took me 3 years from the time it was suggested to me as a way to deal with my chronic anxiety until I actually started practicing it. Unfortunately, it took a crisis to convince me to start investigating all the scientific claims, and by then, enough research had been done to convince me that it was worth a shot. So, now you know how to practice it, you've actually done it, and you have an idea of why it's worth it. Now what? Well, I recommend you give it a try every day for the next week. There's lots of mindfulness apps out there, like Insight Timer or Calm, so I'd recommend downloading one to make it easy on you. Just shoot for a few minutes. Ideally, you'll want to do it the same time every day, just to make it easier to remember to do it. And then start to notice what you start to notice about yourself. Maybe you'll start noticing you're calmer, or more focused, or reacting less, or giving people the benefit of the doubt more, or even maybe feeling happier. The idea is to play with it, have fun with it, and see what works for you. Thanks for listening. Until next time, be kind, be well, and stay present. Thanks for watching the Getting Started with Mindfulness video. You may have noticed there's a lot of other videos on this site as well. Take your time, watch them. There's no particular order, but there's a lot of interesting stuff in there. I hope you enjoy.